What's up and welcome back. It's 9 and today we are going to be talking about the Summer Games Fest and how Sony will be there and kind of our expectations of what could happen there. We're going to discuss PlayStation 5 outselling Xbox Series X and S 2-1. We'll be talking about a Ratchet and Clank update and some accessibility features as well. Now, before we get into that, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get started with the Summer Games Fest. So, we are going to see an event with Jeff Keighley happening on June 10th at 11 a.m. PT, 2 p.m. ET. And Sony is going to be there. PlayStation is going to have a presence there. And a lot of people are getting super excited about this to a point where I think it's almost a little risky. You don't want to get too excited about an event like this when it comes to like huge PlayStation exclusives. Now, I do think they're going to have a notable presence there. I just don't think that we're going to be seeing a God of War Ragnarok trailer there. I don't think we're going to see a Horizon Forbidden West trailer there. I feel like we really need to temper our expectations and not set ourselves up for disappointment, because it's really easy to get excited and hopeful and think that the most craziest announcements are going to happen there, but it could very well be something of a much smaller scale. For example, it could be Kena Bridge of Spirits that shows up there, and that is PlayStation's presence, or it could be something else, as PlayStation has a bunch of third-party exclusives and second-party exclusives. But I really feel like if we're looking at Horizon Forbidden West, and we're also looking at God of War Ragnarok, and let's even say Gran Turismo 7, these are games that they would want to reveal in their own games showcase. At least that's how I feel. I could be wrong about this, but I guess I'm just setting myself up to not be disappointed, because it's very easy, once again, to go into these events thinking we're going to get Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid Remake, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo, Naughty Dog's next game. Like, it's easy to say these things, but reality is that none of these games are going to get shown. I think we're probably looking at games we already know of that are going to get a new trailer. That's truly what I believe. Now, if I'm wrong, guess what? I've set myself up for expectations of a reasonable measure, and that would be a surprise to me. But I really don't feel like we're going to see anything outrageous there. Now, it's still going to be an event worth watching. We're still going to stream it. We're still going to talk about it. This is going to be an event that we dive into, but I want all of you who are watching this video, obviously you're free to do what you want, but I want you to temper your expectations, manage your expectations. We cannot let things get out of control in terms of hype, because it's really easy to hype yourself up, but the disappointment when you don't see what you want to see, yeah, that sucks. So overall, that's what I have to say about the Summer Games Fest. Like I said, we'll get into it. We're going to stream it. We're going to really take a look at it, and we'll talk about it then. But overall, I don't want you guys to get too excited about it, but I do look forward to that event and seeing what Sony has to show off there, and also seeing what else we'll see, because we know a lot of publishers are going to be there, so it'll be interesting nonetheless. But on to our next topic, and this comes from VideoGamesChronicle.com, and it's titled PS5 is estimated to have doubled Xbox Series X and S sales during Q1 2021. So PlayStation 5 reportedly outsold Xbox Series X and S by more than 2-1 during the first 3 months of 2021, while Nintendo Switch outsold both its rivals combined. So analytics firm Ampere Analysis, which suggests Sony sold through 2.83 million units to consumers during the first calendar quarter. And here's the interesting thing with this is, number one, we got to understand. So Switch is on the market. They're a lot more available, and even so, they're actually kind of a shortage there as well, but they're more available than these two consoles. The other thing is, too, these consoles are not even close to being available to the consumers in a sense of, like, if the supply was there, the sales would be through the roof. We know for a fact with PlayStation 5, and I believe the Xbox Series X would be doing fantastic as well if there were enough units out there. These are new pieces of tech, man. A lot of people want these. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Like, whichever side of the coin, you know, you're on. When I say that, I mean like PlayStation or Xbox. We have to face the facts that a lot of people want these consoles, regardless of what side you're on. And if the supply was there, yeah, the sales would be through the roof. We would see something totally different, especially, and I genuinely feel this way, especially on the PlayStation side of things. I don't want to make this about sales like versus Xbox versus PlayStation, but I just do want to talk about the analytics here of what they're saying. So No fanboy nonsense here, just talking about what they're saying on terms of sales, one versus the other versus Nintendo Switch. Now, there are a couple other notes here. Both Sony and Microsoft's new consoles are suffering from supply constraints and unpredictable availability, said Ampere analyst Pierre's Harding Rolls. So that's true. Like we just said that shortage is a huge deal right now. We're hearing about it all across electronics and tech industry. It's not just PlayStation, not just Xbox. Cars are experiencing this as well, all sorts of tech. And they also add, Sony will be pleased that its PS4 market share is continuing into the new generation, but it is very hard to gauge real demand under the current market conditions, and that's a fact. We do not know what the sales would be like if there was no supply constraint. I think it would be unreal what we could see in terms of numbers if there wasn't a shortage, because we know, like, the PlayStation 4 sold a ridiculous amount. The desire for a PS5 is ridiculous. People want these consoles, man. And so I can only imagine what we're looking at once the supply constraints are gone. And I think that it'll be an easy 100 mil for PS5 in terms of sales. Easy 100 mil. I would be shocked if it does not break 100 mil within the first 3 years, I'll say. 3-4 years. Maybe that's unreasonable. But then again, it does depend on the supply constraint. But I really believe that the sales will be through the roof once the supply constraint is gone. Now, on to our next topic and kind of our last topic, which is all about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We have an update about the PlayStation blog, showing off the planet you'll explore in Ratchet and Clank. They revealed a new trailer showing off some new footage. I'll have that on screen for you guys. And it's looking great, man. This game is looking fantastic. There's really not much else for them to do in terms of convincing me. A lot of people want to see more footage. Hey, this is them showing you more footage than you can handle, right? So they've released a trailer yesterday. They released a trailer today. They had the preview, I think, last week. And you guys are going to get reviews very soon as well. So it's looking like if you wanted Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart footage, this is it. You're getting it. You're going to get a ton of Rift Apart footage. Now, the other thing that they did, which revolves around accessibility, right? This is a big deal now with games, and they're really trying to make it accessible for everybody when it comes to the PlayStation Studios games, right? So we know The Last of Us 2 had a incredible set of features available for people to access that game and be able to play it even if they had a large range of disabilities, which is amazing. Even blind people were able to play the game, which is really saying something. So with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, it looks like they are going to have quite a plethora of options for you. And this comes straight from their website. It says, what accessibility options does Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart feature? Now, there's a large array here. We got gameplay from difficulty, we have control methods, we have visuals, we have screen effects. The HUD is accessible, like you can change things there. Colors you can change, controls and shortcuts to help with being able to change the control buttons on whatever you want. I think completely from head to toe, you can remap the controls. The camera, sensitivity, controller, settings. There's so much stuff here. Audio is a big one too. There's a lot here. There's so much that they are offering now. Now, obviously, this is not on the scale of The Last of Us Part 2, but there is a lot here still, so it's very impressive if you ask me. The other thing I noticed right at the bottom, it says, with asterisk, requires internet connection to obtain game updates. So I'm assuming this comes with the day one update for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which every game seems to have that these days. So that is the one caveat to it, is you have to update your game to get all of these features based on what they've written here. At least that's kind of my understanding of it. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of the Summer Games Fest? Are you expecting big things here? Or are you like me, really managing your expectations? How do you feel about PS5 sales and how they're selling so well? And what do you expect once this supply constraint is gone? How do you feel about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, this new trailer that has come out, just showing off the planets and more of this incredible game? And lastly, are you excited about these accessibility features? Will you be taking advantage of these remapping controls? Anything really on the list here? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.